Resurrected one, shining like the sun, breaking through the fear. Victory is here, victory is here now. Oh, 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 hallelujah. Oh, 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 hallelujah. Jesus be lifted higher. He's never risen, Savior risen. He's risen, forever glorified. Risen, he's risen. King Jesus, King Jesus is risen. He's risen, forever glorified. Risen, he's risen. King Jesus, King Jesus is
All right, we're going to quickly look at the song Risen in the key of E major. The song's actually pretty easy on electric guitar. There's only a few parts. I'm going to teach the intro, even though if you listen to the track, the intro is played on an acoustic guitar. That's the only time an acoustic guitar is in this song at all. And so since I'm not going to ask you guys to switch from acoustic to electric, I'll just teach you the acoustic part on your electric guitar. So it starts out, it says E5. It's labeled chorus 1. I'm calling it the intro, but it is the chorus. It's chorus 1A. So I would probably use kind of a crunchy sound, nothing really heavily distorted, just so that you can make some kind of distinction between these chords. So it starts out like this. Okay, it's an E5 chord. So a 7th fret A string, 9th fret D string, and 9th fret G string, and we're kind of muting on the open E. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so those last 4 chords where it says King Jesus is alive. It says it's a E over G sharp. The way I play that is like this. So it's a G sharp, so 4th fret on your E string. Then I skip to the D string and I play 4th fret, and that would be an F sharp. Then on my G string, I'm playing a 4th fret, which is a B. And then the E and B strings are played open. And one thing I want to point out, my index finger playing this G sharp is also muting the A string underneath it. So the A string isn't, there is no note that you're playing on the A string, it's just getting muted. Okay? So that's the E over G sharp. Then we go to an A. And then these I'm just playing as power chords. So an open A power chord to a C sharp power chord, which is 4th fret on your A string, to a B. And then the last chord written on that part is an E over G sharp, but I don't hear the guitar player doing that, so I just leave it out because that's the first note going into the instrumental, which you'll hear the track and the bass and the drummer play. Okay, so the intro sounds like this: 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, I'd go into the instrumental part with the track. Okay, so that part's actually pretty easy. So let's listen into the instrumental part once the full band comes in. So this is after the build, and they start singing, whoa, 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 hallelujah, right? It's really easy. You'll play the same exact riff for the choruses. Okay, so all we're playing is on the 9th fret, we're playing only on these two strings, G and B string. Okay, and I'm basically barring them with my index finger. Okay, then I put my pinky on the 12th fret of the B string to get a B. So it gives us like a little power chord up high here, playing the 1 and 5 of, and it's basically an E5, but up high. So they're going, and they're always picking both strings. So what's going on there is I play, then I let go of my pinky string, my pinky finger, and I play that chord open. Then I press down with my middle finger on the 10th fret. So that's the first part of the chorus riff, or the instrumental riff. We'll do it one more time slow. Okay, now the second part's easy. Just play this chord again. And then we're going to put our ring finger on the 11th fret of the G string. So it makes that little chord. So this is what the whole part sounds like, slow. And I would suggest practicing it slow. I haven't practiced this part too much, but you can tell my picking isn't as great as it should be. You want to just be able to play this comfortably. Just so the picking sounds clean. Since you're having to play in between strings and really just focus on those two, you don't want to be accidentally hitting the top or bottom string, above or below the B and the G string. Okay, so that's the riff for the instrumental and also the chorus. So that's a pretty good chunk of the song right there. Okay, and then let's go over the pre-chorus, which is really easy. They call it Interlude 2 on the chord chart, but I'm calling it the pre-chorus because it always is before the chorus. They have written an E5, and then second line goes to an A. There's this riff that they play, it's just octaves. We're playing an open E, and then octave E, which I'm using the 7th fret of the A string. So they go. So they play that rhythm just 2 times. Okay, so the way I'm kind of thinking of it is you hit the low E twice, then high E once, 1, 2, then they do 3, and they hit the high E. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and it's really easy to catch if you just follow the drummer. The kick is doing everything that we're doing on our low E. Okay. And then one other thing I'll say, every time I play this high E, I'm sliding from D to E. Okay. And that's kind of the way you want to play it anyway. Just really big, really open. This is kind of a part where the drummer, is playing more of a rock beat. Bass is really heavy, so are the guitars. All right, and then after that part, we go right into an A power chord. And so that's 5th fret on the E string, 7th fret on the A string, and 7th fret on the D string. And we're building on this. Slowly opening it up. Okay, so I'm palm muting on my picking hand. Okay, and we just slowly take the palm off and just play those strings open, more open, and let them ring out a little bit more as the build progresses. So again, listen to the track and pay attention to the drummer for those dynamics. Okay, so here's the whole pre-chorus. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then that would take us right into the chorus. Okay, now there's just one last part we have to learn, and that is the bridge. All right, so the song is in the key of E major or C sharp minor, however you want to look at it. So there is a guitar solo before that. I'm not going to elaborate on guitar soloing at all. If you want to solo on this song, you can figure that out. But I'll show you what's happening for the backing part. So what's happening is they're playing this progression on the chord chart. It shows A, B, C sharp minor, and they do that twice. But then once the actual bridge comes in, the progression changes a little bit. And I do want to say too, I don't think they're playing just an A and just a B. It sounds to me like an A2 and a B suspended. Okay, and then C sharp minor 9. And then I do also hear an E major being played in there. So the A2 is played with your fingers on the second fret of the D and the G string. And you're playing all the strings except for your low E. You start at A and strum down. Okay, and then we're doing a B, which is a second fret of the A string, fourth fret of D, and fourth fret of G. And then you're also letting the B and the B and E string just kind of ring out. Then if you take this position and move it up 2 frets to C sharp, that will give us the C sharp minor 9 that I talked about. And then, like I said, we'll add this E in a little bit later, but it's playing all 6 strings, and I'm fretting second fret on the A string, second fret on the D string, first fret on the G string. All right, so there's a rhythm to this, and it's very similar to the pre-chorus. So remember the pre-chorus, we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So kind of think of that same rhythm. All right, so they're going 1, 2 on the first 3 notes, and then they're using an upstroke on the high notes, kind of like the same way we would use this higher octave on the pre-chorus. So they go A, B, C sharp, A, B, C sharp. Okay, so that's the instrumental part. That's the instrumental bridge where guitar solo is happening. That's the way you play the chord progression. Once the actual bridge starts, we're going to play it a little different. The second time we play the progression, instead of going to C sharp, we're going to go to this E major. So I'll show you what that looks like. This is bridge 1, once we actually get into the bridge. Okay? Now every time they play the bridge, the rhythm changes a little bit. So I think they sing 3 bridges on here after the instrumental bridge. So the first time it's that 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Second time they're gonna play it's downstrokes, like 8th note downstrokes, and then the upstroke where the snare would be. Okay, do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then the very last time they play the bridge, they're just doing power chords. Okay, and then so that little melodic thing they do on the end there is just they're doing open E, and then they're doing octaves from 7th fret, 9th fret, 11th, and then they do a slide from 11th to 12th fret, and then a slide down from the 7th fret. So it sounds like this. One more time. All right, so this is what the whole bridge looks like. I'll play the instrumental bridge, play the bridge with vocals the first time, bridge with vocals the second time, and then the last bridge. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's the bridge. And then, of course, they'll go into an instrumental thing. Once we come back, we go into the chorus. All right, and that's how we end. It'll go into a drum outro, and the drummer actually ends the song. So I hope this all made sense, me kind of breaking it up in pieces the way I did. Go back, you can watch the video again if you need to. And then again, listen to the drummer for rhythm on the pre-chorus and on the bridge, because his kick drum's going to kind of give it away what you're supposed to do as the electric guitar player. All right, so I hope this was helpful. See you again next time. Thank you. Bye.